It's a video game show. It's not a game show about videos. It's a video game show.
Welcome to the GamerCast Network Video Game Show. I am your host, Tom, and this is episode 5 for Friday, September 29th, 2006. Let me introduce the VGS panel in Cleveland, Ohio. Chad.
Hey.
Keith.
I'm wearing rubber pants!
Ivan.
I don't like pants.
And our special guest from the Microsoft Xbox community team, Chris Palladino.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, special guest Chris!
Next topic.
It's time for housekeeping. This is the part of the show where we talk about what's going on in the GamerCast Network community. I'm very happy to announce the GamerCast Network World of Warcraft giveaway. Over the next 5 weeks, we'll be giving away World of Warcraft promotional items, courtesy of Blizzard Entertainment. Our first giveaway is a beautiful hardcover World of Warcraft Atlas. The 192-page volume provides maps of every region, including all major cities. It is a virtual cartographer's dream come true. To win the World of Warcraft Atlas, email us a question for the mailbag. All questions must be received by midnight, Thursday, October 12th. The best question will win the World of Warcraft Atlas, and as a bonus, your question will be answered by our very own panel of industry experts.
Where are we getting those?
Where are we
Because I know you're not talking about us.
Yeah, next week I'm going to replace you guys. Send the questions to vgs@gamercastnetwork.com and visit our World of Warcraft giveaway website at gamercastnetwork.com/wow. To see all the items that we'll be giving away, that's gamercastnetwork.com/wow. I'd like to thank Blizzard Entertainment for making this possible. Blizzard, turning my A-minuses into C-pluses since 1998.
Do we have gamercastnetwork.com/wow up?
Yeah, I was going to ask that question too, Tom, since I, kind of run the website and it doesn't exist there. So I guess by Monday we have to have a site up. Okay, gotcha.
Good job, Chad. By the way.
This week on Gamertag Radio, Godfrey interviews Fife Dog from legendary hip-hop group Tribe Called Quest. Tribe Called Quest is featured on the new NBA 2K7 from Take-Two Interactive. Godfrey also had the chance to sit down with Vlad Cole from the uber-popular video game blog Joystick.com. If you ever wanted to know how to get a job blogging on a video game website, or if you're interested in starting your own video game blog, then this is a must-hear interview. So download episode number 72 of Gamertag Radio at GamerTagRadio.com. Saturday is the first ever GamerCast Network Counter-Strike night. Starting at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, October 7th, you'll have a chance to pwn the video game show crew. The IP address of the official GamerCast Network Counter-Strike source server is
8.9.9.56 port 27015.
You don't even have to say what the default port number is for a Counter-Strike server. 20 years from now, you're going to be able to ask somebody, hey, what was the port number for Counter-Strike servers? And they're going to be able to say 27015, just like that. A prize will be given to whoever is able to pwn me, MC Fragslot, and I'm confident enough to say we won't be giving away any prizes.
What's pwn? Define pwn. Kill you once is pwn?
Okay, how about this? The first person who can knock me off the top of the stats page will win a prize. Now, I'm confident no one's going to be able to knock me off the top of the stats page.
Damn, you're putting his money where his mouth is now.
So again, that's Saturday at 9 p.m. Our server only has 16 slots, so get there early or you won't be able to get in. To get the IP address of the server and to see the server stats, visit GamerCastNetwork.com and click on the Game Servers link at the top of the homepage.
Next topic.
Alright, hey everyone, it's MC Fragslot. Today we have a very special guest from the Podtacular community. We have Dialpex, who's an admin over at Podtacular.com, and he's here, he's going to give us a little rundown on who Podtacular is and what those guys do over there. So hey, what's going on, Dialpex?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on the show.
So give us a rundown, what is Podtacular?
Podtacular is a Halo-based community, which we have different structures of clans, where we have recreational clans for people that just want to play the game and have fun. We have the pro section where, for the more competitive people, where they just want to go in and play competitively and, against other clans. And we also have the All-Stars where, the pro guys that get picked to play against other clans, the other communities that we challenge, on a regular basis and so on and so forth. And then we also have the podcast part of it, the Halo Universe podcast, where we have 4 different shows, per month, once a week. And we just talk about all different things, everything that's going on the Halo world. Pretty cool. It's a nice community there.
So you guys are on episode 70 something?
We actually just recorded episode 83 just this Thursday. So.
And the question I always get is, how the heck do you fill 83 episodes with Halo specific stuff?
we have different shows. We have the Halo Update show where we cover, everything that's going on during the week or everything that happened within that month, regarding Halo, news and, things like that. We have customs and call-in shows where people send in custom games, and they also call our listener voicemail, and they just leave like a voicemail message, and we play it on the show. Some funny stuff, some tips, or something that happened to them or whatever. Then we also have like two other different shows where we just cover like something different every week. And then there's always so much to talk about. And like the Halo 3 show, which is we call the Halo 3 and other AMAZ, which is like, I guess it was a short for Amazing Games that somebody one time named, and it was we talk about Halo and other games that people play. So we have that Halo section, and we also open up for people that play other games, so they just give us a quick rundown on what they've been playing, or what should we be playing that they've been playing right now, things like that. It's pretty much like we have a lot of stuff to talk about like every week. It's just different, and it's a good show because it's a funny show. People like for the laugh and things like that, so it's pretty cool.
Is it like a league? I mean, are you guys are running a tournament and have brackets?
Right. Well, what happens is in Podtacular there's a lot going on. We have the Podtacular PC clan. So we have the Podtacular PC, the Halo PC. You know what I mean? Like for people that play Halo C and everything. We have
people play Halo on the PC.
Yeah.
I was gonna make the joke too, but
so
how big is that section?
It's actually it started out with 5 guys, but right now I think we have about 20 guys right now. It grows like every week, you know what I mean? So every week somebody would join, and they're like, "Oh, I don't play Halo Online, or I don't have Xbox Live. Is there a place for me here? I only play Halo PC," and we direct them right to the Halo PC clan, and they go right there, and they have like weekly practices and things like that. So.
Oh, okay, so you sponsor the clan, and they go out and they're playing in other, leagues like Cal and stuff?
Right, like, right now we're running a season tournament where we invited like other communities to come and play with us. It's like a tournament that we host. It's like a few weeks long where we have games every week, and then at the end we have, like prizes and things like that. So, we try to make it very much diverse, so people won't get bored of just Halo this and Halo that. We try to make it fun, you know what I mean?
How much work is that, like, to do a tournament? Because I know Chad and I, we tried doing a tournament for Counter-Strike. This was years and years ago, and it was just a nightmare, just managing everything.
I ran the first tournament just, this past summer. It was the first official Podtacular season, and that lasted for about 12 weeks. So it was nice. It wasn't as hard. It took some dedication and some time to do it, but the outcome was great. You know what I mean? People were happy, and people were like, great job, whatever. But I just do it because, I want people to play the game. I want people to have fun, and I want them to say, you know what, that was a cool tournament right there. So, and right now, we're in the middle of just starting our next one, which is me and Captain Crunk. We did some changes. We installed like a new system on the website, which is gonna make my life a lot easier, because the last season was like everything was on HTML, so it was like
we know that. Yeah,
every week was like updating a bunch of codes.
Just tons of editing plain HTML pages. Yeah,
it was like wow. So it was very like tiring. So right now we kind of like switched a bunch of stuff. We added some like easy editable tables and things like that. It was a good 2-3 weeks worth of coding, but it's gonna be worth enough. It's
who
gonna
wrote the code?
help out a lot. Me and Captain Crunk, we did. I did a lot of the I guess I want to say like some of the raw coding, and then he actually transferred everything into the tables and things like that. I did the easy stuff. He does the hard stuff.
The way you guys run your tournaments is kind of like how people run Madden tournaments, and that like you have a set time, like player A and player B, or however many you do it, is set up to play at like 9 o'clock on Saturday or something like that, and then they go and they compete, and it's kind of like a ladder thing, or do you guys just all log in one night and have just one massive tournament?
Right. Well, it's what you said first. We go in, and then they have to go in at a certain time to play. However, I'm not the person who dictates that time, because I've experienced before, as I've ran previous tourneys, that when I do that, the amount of forfeits of people that can't make, it's great, because they go like, oh, they said at 9 o'clock tonight, but 2 guys can't make it, only 6 guys can make it, or whatever, So what I do is I introduced, like a different thing, which I call the flexible schedule thing, where both captains of, Team A and Team B, for example, they have to talk among themselves, and they have 1 week to perform that match. So as long as they get that match played within the time frame that they have, it's perfect.
And so you kind of do it on the honor system, since you have 2 teams. Both teams keep each other honest. They don't. So one team doesn't say, "Yeah, we won," and
Right. Well, we have the Bungie, like matches and everything. So once one team plays a match, the captains are supposed to submit the URLs for the matches, from the Bungie website, and that's what I get, from them. So once I have those URLs, I just go in, take a quick look, see who won, and gather some of the stuff as far as like kills, and so I can do, how many kills, how many deaths, or the kill ratio and things like that. So I can check right away.
That sounds really, really organized. About how many players do you have, on each team?
Each team consists of 4 players. So, yeah, we have 24 teams. Each team has 4 players.
Have you guys had any contact with Bungie?
Yeah, we have some contacts with them. As a matter of fact, KP, works for Bungie, comes on our website on a regular basis, and he, browse around, surf around, and look at stuff. And sometimes there's a rumor, and he'll just say, that's not true, or he'll just come and, like questions about matchmaking and things like that. He's, really helpful. He comes around and just answers like those little questions, here and there.
I know there was a lot of Halo news this week. What's up?
Halo Wars, which is going to be a new RTS game for the 360 that takes place on the Halo environment, on the Halo universe. And it's pretty much going to be kind of like, for guys that know, like the Age of Empires and, games like that, where it's going to be, Halo. So you're going to be able to go out there, and instead of like building, like your little cars or whatever, you're going to build, like Warhogs and Scorpion tanks, and
we're going to have to harvest ore, I hope.
What's that?
We have to harvest ore, I hope. That's my kind of thing. Everyone here, they don't like economy in RTS games.
I hate managing resources.
Yeah, right.
I want nothing to do with resources. Just
So did they give a release date for this? Do we know?
No, there's no release date, and as far as we know, there's gonna be a big window between Halo 3 and that game. So we don't have a release date for Halo 3, and we don't have a release date for that. So
geez, so this thing could be years away.
And the other thing was that Peter Jackson also took on another Halo game that they didn't even mention anything what it was or what's gonna be.
So not only is he doing the movie, but he's going to be doing a Halo game.
Yeah, he took on the project. He's gonna be like heading up the project.
Be Master Chief versus the orcs.
But he's certainly gonna be involved with that project that we heard just this week.
I'm back, by the way.
Where'd you go?
I had to take the kids to the pool. Yeah,
he had to take a crap. Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I told Keith, I was like, dude, I'm serious. I gotta go, dude.
We have a tendency at this podcast to interrupt recording to go release fecal matter into the depths of the.
Yeah, this podcast, people just get up and leave.
Did us twice when you came back to tell us that that's what you were doing.
Yeah. Thanks for the information.
Sure, so, Chris, do you have any questions about Halo?
Me?
Yes.
No, I pretty much know everything I desire to know about Halo, but thanks for asking. I love Halo. Halo is a wonderful. Sorry.
Liar. That's so not true.
No, we've talked about this before. Well, you hit on what you guys do at Podtacular. I mean, you mentioned the Bungie website and the stats and the way they have the matchmaking. I've never said that was done bad. What I've said was I'm a PC first person shooter. Although to be honest, Call of Duty's really swayed me towards the console side. But
yeah, it's I mean, Halo. It's a love or hate situation. You can be the kind of guy that would be like, I just play, like because I like it. You either play Halo because it's really, the best game, the best first-person shooter you've ever played, or you just don't play it at all. It's not like the type of game that you play, a little here, a little there. People that play Halo are always playing Halo, and they're always going to be playing Halo. So
and I've played, when other friends have played Halo, I own Halo 2. I've played Halo. I have a good time with it. I mean, but it's just not, if I had to pick a game to be stranded on an island with forever, it would not be Halo 2.
Right.
I know, mine would be Harvest Moon, I guess.
How does the Halo community feel about the Halo Wars game, but the fact that it's a real-time strategy and it's going to be on a console? So, I mean, we've had Battle for Middle-earth 2, which I've kind of been a part of it, when it was first released, and I played it.
You've kind of been a part of. You're not part of anything.
I didn't mean it like that. I
Because
apologize.
of me,
It sounded like
that's
I'm high and mighty. I didn't do. I was at the community event. That's all I meant to say. I didn't mean.
I happened to be within 30 feet of the game before its release. So.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I think a lot of people enjoyed the console real-time strategy game, but Halo is a pretty hardcore first-person audience, and I know a lot of people were screaming bloody murder. You're ruining our franchise. What do you do? And if you guys talked about this already, shut me up. So
I'm not the person to be talking because I am a hardcore RTS fan. I've played, StarCraft. I played Age of Empires 1 and 2. We used to land Age of Empires 2 like all the time. So I just love RTS. And to me, it was a surprise on top of being, I was like, wow, this is awesome. I can't wait to play that game. But I've seen a lot of feedback on the website where people were like, what the hell are they doing? What are they doing with the game? Or I hate RTS games. Why did they even spend money or time on working on that crap? I guess, it's going to please some people. It's going to, cause other people to be like, WTF, it's just going to be like that. So
everyone go visit Podtacular.com.
Yeah,
check it out, especially if you're a Halo fan.
Yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it don't cost anything.
You guys for winning face to face. I don't think we've congratulated you guys for winning the podcast awards this past.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, thanks a lot. And,
thanks for taking our trophy, dude. We appreciate it.
I guess the biggest surprise was winning, Best Gaming Podcast, especially for running against, big names out there like you guys and Gamertag Radio and everything. It was just like, wow. So
we said the same thing. We were like, "Oh my god, we can't believe we're up against Podtacular." But we knew you guys were gonna win though, because you guys are huge.
At first we were just honored to be top 5 because we were just like, "Wow, we were partying on that." It was like crazy on the forums. It was like, "Yeah, we're like top 5." So then once that hit us, in the face, we were kind of like, "You know what? I might have a shot at this." So we started telling people about it, and since then our numbers have grown like every week. It's just been crazy. Every week it's been going up and up and up and up. So
next topic.
U.S. Senator Sam Brownback of Kansas is sponsoring the Truth in Video Game Ratings Act.
He said Brownback.
Somebody poop on him.
The proposed legislation requires the ESRB to play the full game before assigning a rating. The senator is quoted as saying, "The current video game rating system needs improvement, because reviewers do not see the full content of games and don't even play the games they are supposed to rate. For video game ratings to be meaningful and worthy of a parent's trust, the game ratings must be more objective and accurate. Game reviewers must have access to the entire game for the ratings to accurately reflect the game's content."
Right. Senator Brownback, go ahead and review World of Warcraft. Go ahead and play the entire game all the way through to the end. See us in a year. I understand what he's trying to do, and I agree with it. I think, yes, they need to have a better system for rating as far as the content in the game, because if you have a naked character model in there that is only shown to the player in closed format and it's done nude without any kind of detail or anything else, for example, The Sims 2 has that. People are like, "Oh my god, that's horrible, that's horrible." It's not. You're never going to see it. It just makes sense from a programmer's perspective. These are the common laymen, and maybe they don't understand everything fully, that if you're trying to get realistic clothing movements, for example, you're going to model the character, and then you're going to model the clothing as a separate layer. Now, I'm not saying that you need to put nipples and belly buttons and stuff on the skins, and especially in the case of the Sims.
Yes, because we know how offensive those belly buttons can be.
Especially in a game like The Sims, that the people are changing clothes, they're taking showers. That's one case. Oblivion was the other one, and I don't remember some of the others, but
I think there was a complaint about Dead Rising having like a picture of a naked woman on a t-shirt or something.
That was a mannequin.
Was it a mannequin?
Yeah, and that's the thing that got me all upset, because there was like a picture of a mannequin, and this guy was like preaching to this cult. and it was a mannequin. I understand what they're trying to do. They're the morality police. Fine, wonderful, good. But at the same time, you have to realize what you're doing. You can't play Oblivion all the way through. You can't play World of Warcraft, especially if they're going to be releasing new content every month. You're going to take that game and re-rate it every month based on what comes out?
He also makes it sound like these people should have access to the entire code for the game and analyze every line to make there's nothing bad in it.
I mean, yeah, that would probably be the only way they could actually do it.
Which will add 6 months to every release of every single game, at least, right? His heart's in the right place, but we need to fine-tune that thing a little bit.
Or what about games that have community presence, like mods and whatnot?
Should those be graded, though, Chad?
If they're being distributed by a company.
Some of those are sponsored, some of them aren't.
Yeah, right. From this guy's perspective, yes, they all would have to be reviewed.
You can ask us. We will have Emilio do the rating for you so everyone can be very well aware of the content of the games. For those that don't know, Emilio the Llama is a morality patroller who will whoop and tell you, whoop, whoop, stay away from this game because there's boobies in it.
Hey, ESRB, if this law should pass and you need a bunch of people to review games, drop me a line, tom@gamercastnetwork.com.
Are you going to head up the Barbie Pony Adventures division?
I already got claims on that one.
Next topic.
Now with a review of LEGO Star Wars 2, Keith and Ivan.
I picked up LEGO Star Wars 2. I never played the first one. The initial reaction to it is basically, wow, these people were just lazy and didn't feel like actually making anything with it. But it's not the case at all. The game is actually very, very fun, very easy to control and play. It's also very kid-friendly. You go through the original 3 movies. I'm playing as little Lego characters, and
It's very faithful to the original trilogy of movies. Without getting too much into the story, it follows the movies. The characters are a lot of fun to play. The cutscenes are very good. I'm surprised that LucasArts pokes some fun at themselves. There's a scene on the Princess Leia starship. You're walking in and out of rooms, and you open up this one door, and there's 3 or 4 stormtroopers with just their helmets on, sitting in like a hot tub, just relaxing. Kind of walk in on them, and they get startled, and they jump up and they start shooting at you. There's a section in the game where you can create your own characters by mixing and matching their body parts. So you can have like Chewie's head on Leia's body with C-3PO's legs.
What kind of audience do you think this is targeting? Kids?
it targets everyone, man, because, people our age and older who remember the movies are going to enjoy the nostalgia value of it.
My biggest 3 things are the amount of unlockables. You collect little Lego bits, and it's kind of like cash in the game, and you spend that cash to unlock new characters and stuff. There's a ton of that, so replay value is actually pretty high. The co-op is pretty cool because it's 2-player co-op, and you can drop in and out at any time. So if somebody pops over for a minute, they can jump in. When they're done or bored, they can jump back out. Parents can play with their kids, etc. And I think Ivan hit on it really good, is the big sense of humor during the cutscenes.
All right, guys, give it a rating.
The game isn't perfect. It does have some of its quirks. I did find that there's a couple sections that are just maddeningly frustrating because you're not exactly sure what you're supposed to do. So anyway, to go into a review, I think I'm going to give the game a B+.
I'm giving it a B+ as well.
Next topic.
Now with a review of Company of Heroes, GCN forum member Xander Scamper.
Company of Heroes is a World War II real-time strategy game developed by Relic for the PC, also responsible for Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. It builds upon the best parts of that game with fantastic graphics, physics, and a quick and dirty base and economy structure. The game features realistic tactics and units like cover and panzer tanks. The game has a single-player campaign lasting 15 to 20 hours and a very solid multiplayer component with very skilled AI allowing for Axis vs Allies cooperative play. I gave this game a 9.5 out of 10.
Next topic.
It's time for the mailbag.
Mailbag!
Our first email comes from Nate Dogg from the forums. Hey guys, I love the new show. I've been a listener since about episode 30 of the old show, and you guys do an awesome job. It's one of the highlights of my week.
Yay! Mindless praise!
Yeah, I always read the mindless praise. My question is that how much longer do you guys think companies are going to be creating current generation games? I personally think that this shouldn't be happening. Companies should be focusing on the next gen of games, and if they can't, and they continue to make current gen games, then it's too early to get the next gen. The same can be said about Blu-ray and HD DVD. I just got a DVD player 5 years ago. It is way too early to have to start worrying about this HD Blu-ray crap. I forgot who said it, but I totally agree that the public doesn't want this HD stuff yet. It's the media that wants the public to want it. Also,
that's right.
I wanted to let Chris know that I swear I don't have his birdseed. And I'm hungry. Can I get a ham sandwich?
For those of you on my friends list, when I had the camera, I was taking pictures. I would take the Punisher action figure and I had like the Tweety Bird doll that Heather had, and I had Punisher with the gun in Tweety's mouth. And then I was just, I think it was extreme lack of sleep and extremely long hours, and I would send these just crazy messages to people where the one Punisher had Tweety at gunpoint and was yelling, where's the birdseed? And then I would send him another picture where he had an egg, and Tweety was like trying to body shield the egg. It was just, I want weird stuff sent back to me. Nothing, too weird that I'm going to vomit about or anything, but I don't want to see your man-berries.
Chris, if they're still making games for the original Xbox, then why should I even buy a 360?
It depends on what you want. I mean, are you a hardcore gamer that wants the new cutting edge, better graphics, better integration with online services, etc.? Or are you somebody who's kind of trying to save their money and you want to get titles from the budget bin for $4 a pop? It really depends on where you're coming from. Me personally, when the next gen comes out, I pretty much stop playing the old. Once you play Burnout on the 360, Ivan, you just picked up Burnout on the 360. Do you see yourself playing Burnout on the PlayStation or the regular Xbox One ever again?
Absolutely not. I agree with you.
No one's forcing you to get it. The next gen stuff comes out. Stereotypically, it's going to have better graphics, and it's also probably going to have better, at least in the case of Xbox, probably going to have a little bit better integration with Live. Taking Burnout again for an example. It's got a lot more online features. It keeps track of who you've been rivaled with and stuff. That's one example out of many.
Chris, is there anything that you want to say to Andrew from last week, who's holding Microsoft responsible for the small text in Dead Rising?
No, believe it or not, I did. I escalated that internally, and I have not heard back yet. It is on our list internally, though.
Although, didn't I hear that they are testing Gears of War on standard TVs?
Yeah, they're making it a big point to make sure Gears of War is kosher on all types of resolutions.
Next topic.
There's an awful lot of stuff going on with the camera. A lot of people are screaming at the Xbox Live Vision camera. Number one, it's unavailable, and the answer to that basically is Microsoft is distributing as many as we can. They should be in stores nationwide. I don't know the worldwide release dates off the top of my head, but if anybody at these GameStops or EB Games is telling you that it's our fault and it's not going to be out until Christmas, that is poppycocks. And the other thing is, if you go to Gamerscore blog, there is kind of a write-up for those of you who aren't aware of how to protect yourself online as far as people showing their boobies and their pee-pee and stuff on their Xbox Vision Cam. It's a very easy
You use such professional terms for them. Poppycocks! And then people are showing their boobies and their pee-pees!
Yes. Yes, you like that?
Thanks, Mom, when I was 5.
They're man-berries.
Showed me the twig and the berries.
Wonderful. I just want to remind people, there is a whole feedback system. You got to use it. If people aren't aware of it, you can file complaints. You can avoid and or recommend to play with these people again. And we are watching them. We are doing things like banning and especially in cases where there's illegal activities happening over the camera because some idiot is dumb enough to start smoking blunts right there online. If you take a picture of it, that's even further proof. That's just craziness. So we do listen to the response. I know there's a lot of stuff spreading like wildfire in the community. People are, oh my gosh, but it's really not that humongous of a deal. You just got to be aware of the ways to block the communication.
Well, that was episode number 5. I'd like to thank Dialpex from Podtacular.com. I'd like to thank Bob for being on the show for 5 minutes.
Oh, screw you. I feel like a jilted lover. Scorned, set aside.
Oh, and don't forget the World of Warcraft giveaway. I'd like to thank Gil from Blizzard for making this possible. And next Saturday, October 7th, the first ever Counter-Strike GCN night. In honor of our World of Warcraft giveaway, I'm very honored to present the encore presentation of our Azereth Blood Sausage skit.
Run! It's a vampire! He's chasing us! Ah!
Blah, I'm pooped. These humans are so fast on their epic mounts.
Are you a nocturnal, soul-sucking creature of the night?
No, I'm a normal human filled with normal human blood. Please don't stake me in the heart. That would kill a normal human like myself.
Are you feeling run down and tired?
Yes.
Then try delicious Azereth Blood Sausage.
Yes. This tastes to me like spit. I regret eating this. What is this horrible thing? It tastes like spiders.
Why, yes, that's exactly what it is. Bear meat and spider ichor stuffed into a delicious boar intestine meat casing imported from Korea.
Why would you put spider ichors into my sausage?
Because it's fortified with delicious nutrients that growing vampires need.
This disgusts me. If I wasn't already full, I would bite you in the neck.
Try Azeroth blood sausage. Nothing rhymes with sausage.
Anything to say, Bob?
No.
Bob, can you do our outro?
No.